So look, I'm gonna
play
show
point.
y'all how to deal with our biggest problem, which is obviously avoiding the spawn trap. They're all gonna spawn here. Okay, now I guarantee you, as soon as the game starts, all these guys are gonna do, or at least some of them, they're gonna drive all the way over here. This little FOB is what we call it the FOB. All right, they're gonna try and spawn trap all the cars coming out of spawn. They're gonna try and shoot y'all from here, and then especially for the first point, they're all gonna play. Look,
Yeah,
this
here.
I need to remember this spot. Remember this spot right here. They're going to play here. Okay, you need to learn to watch
You
this
must
spot.
hold it. You must hold it.
Yeah,
First.
make sure people don't fucking get here. Okay, we can call this like the cutoff spot. Just like cutoff.
Because they'll play this in barn as well. Both points.
Yeah. And they'll also play, if they're not FOB, they'll play right here. So basically the sides of the city, right? They're going to try and just shoot your cars as you come in. So your job, right, when you guys are coming to objective, is to be unpredictable, okay? And use your fucking brains, right? Do not drive. If you know that someone's there, like say you're driving up to point, you just died to a guy here, you're not going to go to the same spot. You're going to go around, right? We're going to be fucking smart. Okay, don't be like main NMC who just does the same shit over and over and just fucking dies, right? Now I'm sure y'all all know this, but when we hold this shit, all you gotta do is just sit in the building, right? Fucking zoom out, look for them. Say when they cap point, you can fucking go outside, get it back, jump back into cover or die, doesn't matter, right? Now the next point is gonna be the barn. Okay, it's gonna be really fucking important that we get here early because this barn in this
Impossible to
compound,
retake.
yeah, exactly. Your only job when you get in the barn, as soon as you get inside, you sit up here on the rafters. Okay, these are called the rafters. You just sit up here, you fucking prone. You go prone here, and you just fucking shoot people when they try to come in, right? You can just zoom out the window, look at the ladders. Okay, the ladders are the only way to get in here. Or they could come in, they could drive in through this little gate, jump out of their car, and maybe catch you off guard. Well, that's why you always look out the windows and watch for them. Okay. Barn is easy. Barn is simple. Excuse me. Next point, okay, is going to be the compound. This point's also, it's easy to hold, but it's hard to retake. You could play on the roof of the barn because you do have an angle on them
That's
here.
only one nigga. That's only one guy.
Yeah, we could have like one decent player sit up here. Usually we won't. I'm not sure. You can, if you're like good at the game, you can just do whatever the fuck you want. But for everyone else, when we get in barn, all we're gonna do
Hold their stairs.
Yeah. See, there's two ladders to come in. You're just gonna be sitting up here, zoomed out, right? See, guy comes up the ladder, boom, pre-fire, he's fucking dead, right? Easy. You can also play back here, behind this barn, or the little warehouse thing. So, say your teammates die here. Your teammates die here holding the ladder. You're back here. You shoot them when they come run for point, right? I mean, at that point, if you're playing back there, it's just an aim battle, right? And also, we have a big advantage getting into the barn because as soon as we drive out of spawn, right, you can take this route, avoid the buildings and shit, drive straight in through the gate. Actually, I'll show you right now. It's fucking fast as shit coming out of spawn and beelining it straight to the barn. You still gotta remember to watch for cutoffs, like say the little FOB that could still be playing on this spot. I don't know if y'all can see my mouse, but this spot right here, right? But you can drive straight in, boom, fucking shoot anyone here. It's easy picks because you're coming in super fast. They won't expect it. Final thing, you can play up on this little green tower because you do have an angle on all the cars coming. Let's see. Next point. All right. I will mention this. This big hill. If you're good at the game, if you can shoot cars, this hill is really important to be playing on because you're able to just cut off all the cars coming to either barn, compound. So you can cut off barn, compound in the main city or the small city. So play up here if you have good aim. But otherwise, for the majority of the team, we're just going to be fucking sitting here. You're going to be holding this main city or this, small city. There's like really not that many ways for them to come from. So it's just a matter of like who gets there first, who gets set up first. All right, they can go around. This would be like our left. They could go around the main big hill here, flank there, and they could drive through this little corridor or around and come in through the right side. So all y'all have to do is just fucking sit in buildings, pay attention, watch for cars, shoot the cars, and that's it. After that small city, it's going to come here. We're going to call this the blue house point. This one, I don't expect us to be able to hold this very well. But if we do get a foothold, we just need to be playing. It's the same as the other urban points. Sit inside buildings, right? Fucking peek windows, shoot at cars. Right? You stay zoomed out. You see a car, pull your gun out. Don't just be fucking like holding an angle like a retard, right? Use your third person, abuse that shit. You can also play, if you're like half decent, you can play up on this hill in front of their spawn, start cutting them off. You will die a lot if you play here, but it's going to delay them a little bit. Let's see. This point, yeah, it's going to be hard to hold. Yeah, I can record the raid. Then after that blue house point is the airfield. This point is sighted towards us, but they are going to be playing cutoff a lot, especially for airfield. If you're on red 4 and you're playing against like a team that has to go airfield here, you can just sit up on this hill next to blue 4 spawn, shoot at the cars, right? They can also hold in this little hole in the wall. There's not that many entrances for us to get in, but we do take like very little time to get inside the airfield, which is good. Now, the main spots we have to hold to the airfield is you just sit up on the hangars. Now, when you're sitting up on hangars, I don't expect y'all to remember this. I'm gonna just like remind y'all fucking 50 times in the raid so we don't forget. When you're sitting up on the hangars, they're gonna try going around you on hangars. They're gonna fucking do this stupid ass flank all the way along this wall, get behind you. So you just need to make sure to pay attention. So for airfield, you hold the hangars and then you hold in the ATC tower. Right? You just sit prone here, right? Stay third person, you see a car, shoot the car, easy kills. See someone go for a point, shoot them. It's free. You can also play right here by this little ladder. So you see a car coming down this runway, fucking drop shot the car, light it up. More free kills. There's also like some shitty little buildings you can sit in here if you want to be a rat. But I would just recommend either setting up at the hangars, the ATC, or by the runway. And I think that's it, like, for all the objectives. Yeah, I just need to remember, you're gonna die a lot, right? These guys are fucking good, but they're not cohesive as a team, right? Because that group just got formed, like, fucking days ago. Okay, NMC's been raiding for a while. Okay, we have good leaders, good IGLs, experienced players, all right, that are gonna guide you and tell you what to do during the raid. All you gotta do is just listen and know the spots, right? Or just remember, right, they're gonna be playing cutoff in spots like here. You could try to say you put yourself in the shoes of someone on the other team. You could ask yourself, like, where are they gonna play to try and stop me from getting the objective? Because there's a million other spots to play on this map, right? Because of all the barriers. Like, people will improvise. They'll be fucking sitting behind random barriers that you've never seen before. You'll be sitting in buildings, random dirty rat angles. You just got to look for them. All right? Just abuse your third person. Okay? And, Booster, if you want to add on to anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna show my screen so it's faster. I'll go more in depth of how to counter how they play, because I played them a lot. So I'll go off the first point. So usually, what they're gonna do is that okay, I'm gonna just show. I'm gonna go spot by spot and just go until we reach their spawn. Okay. So usually, since we go out here on this hill, some of these players like Kevs, they might play over here. I've seen them play over here a lot. So what you're gonna do to counter this is you're gonna take a car of two people. Okay, you're gonna fill your car with two people, a driver and a guy that sits in the back. I'll show you right now. So a driver and a guy that sits here, and this guy with the knowledge that someone might be over there, he's always gonna be like. Wait, I'm gonna show you. He's always wait. Can you drive, operator, so I can show them? This also works for any spawn trap spot.
You want me to go to the spot you showed?
Yeah. Wait, if you're watching my screen, so let's say a guy is FOB, you're just gonna press T, you're gonna like aim more, and you're gonna try to like land your shots on him. And usually what they're gonna do is they're just gonna prone down and you know, not shoot you anymore. So this is one way you can harass them. Drive by, you can literally just drive by any spot on the map with this car in this like method. Like I swear, you literally have no recoil. You just gotta like control where you're landing your shots since you're moving. So like try to like, you know, pre-aim your shots. Next thing I'm gonna show you is that. So usually, they usually play here. None of these players know how to like play spawn trap well, except for like I'd say Mark. So Mark would probably be playing here with someone else. What's his name? Oh, Mark. So usually, okay. Honestly, I looked at their roster. I'll show you guys right now if you know some of these players. So all of these players suck except for Mark and Kevs and Disabled Grizzly. All of these players are good. They don't have game sense, so I'm just gonna tell you that they're gonna be playing here. I'm gonna be 100% real with you. And how you're gonna counter this is usually you're gonna have one car move, like go over here, one car go here, and you're just gonna jump over here and you're just gonna like sandwich them if the drive-by method doesn't work. So it's really important to play here. I'm gonna show you how to play it. So usually, if you're on blue, you want to make sure you're holding this angle over here and this angle over here. If you're really good at like long shots, you can literally just snipe their cars coming out of spawn, like from here, which is really good. So we're gonna probably have like a player play here once the game starts. So once the game starts on city, we're always gonna hold top right and top left. And everyone else who's reinforcing, you're gonna take the main street here and land on the point, okay? So maybe like two players here. They're also gonna watch our flanks, okay? Because I know they're gonna flank, and they're always gonna go to the sides. These players will never go from the front, that I know of. So we're gonna have to hold the sides pretty well. And for barn, usually we're gonna have at least one player here. Always have one player here, because he's basically gonna act as cutoff, okay? And a player on hill, and a player over here. So here's a really good spot. I'd say this is the best spot for barn, to be honest, because usually you can get like catch them off guard if they're flanking you from here, or you can just it's like more than you're going backwards from this spot over here, so you can always just like pre-align your shots, because usually here they're gonna they're gonna be in a straight line with their vehicle, which is pretty easy. So you're gonna have a player here, player here, player here. So if you're seeing that no one's here, you're gonna go there. How do you drive that close to your spawn as cutoff? What do you mean? Drive.
Cutoff and ST are like effectively the same.
Yeah, but cutoff is kind of more in the back, I'd say. And you kind of cover more positions.
No, Brewster, are we gonna have certain guys playing certain roles in like this?
Usually,
like,
yes.
Like you should get the people who you know. Like you should ask everybody if anybody knows like 100%, like 100,000% that you're gonna be here. Like tell Brewster, and then he'll give you like a role or something. Like,
bro, I think we should just set those up
for the
during the raid.
raids.
I know, but like let's just say like you don't have the certain guy that you think, like, let's say you know there's a guy on our team that's really good at SD, but he's not going to show up, and you're hoping that he would show up. You know.
Yeah.
So usually I'd have, since we have Insurgent and Maybach here, well, John, I'm probably gonna have them play these two spots. Well, I can play this spot, and I'll trust Maybach. I'll trust him with the hills, and Insurgent, I'll just trust him with the cutoff. So this could work.
Then if we do have 20, we should have like 2 guys with the only job is like to just run towards point. Like they like 2 dudes with like their
why
own
would
their
you
only
use
job is
the
to get
next
point.
to the barn? Why would you use the building next to the barn to watch for barn? Are you talking about this one over here?
No, in small town he said. So
Oh, are you talking about here? This one,
The blue one?
building? No, blue. I'm gonna be honest, okay? It's way easier to be shooting from like ground level than shooting from heights. I'm just being completely honest with
Yeah,
you.
it's easy to play off the walls.
Yeah. It's muscle memory, I'm gonna be honest. So these 3 spots are for these 3 points. So we're always gonna have these players here. One here, and one here. And for this point, we're gonna have one player play here. One player play here because they're gonna flank from here. Usually, everyone on point, you guys are gonna be watching this hill only, and maybe watch here. But we're gonna tell you when to watch this. So you're gonna be watching here. It's really easy, just shoot them down. It's sighted towards us as well. So if we get there first, so we'll just win, you know. And usually, when they don't have the pre-rotation, they'll just go spawn trap. That's all they do most of the time. Okay, for compound, we're always gonna have a player here. I recommend having this. Just have a player sit here. If you're good at like hitting shots on cars like this, you're gonna play here. It's a really good spot. For here, for this point, if we have a foothold, we're probably gonna play hills because these players don't know how to counter it. If we have like 5 players here, they're never gonna like know how to like kill us, except for maybe if Ghoul starts cheating. I'm gonna be honest, they're not gonna kill us if we play hills.
Venom is probably gonna try and counter y'all if you're on ST. If he doesn't play ST himself.
How they're gonna counter you here is they're gonna get out the spawn and go there. All you're gonna do is just play time with them. You're making them lose time. So when he peeks you from there, you're just gonna like go behind these barriers. You know, it's always angled, so it's really useful. I'd say you can just like it works on every barrier in the game. Also, whenever let's say a car, okay, it's crashing. You know it's gonna crash here. Who's this retard? Let's say a car is gonna crash here, okay? What I usually do is mostly game sense because they're gonna jump, and once they jump, they're gonna land here. So you're just gonna jump here, okay? Pretty much game sense. This is just a little tip for you guys. I don't want to see anyone play here. Do not play in the fields. None of these fields work. Do not do it. Okay, for this point, operator pretty much explained it, but usually they're gonna have a guy here. So just be on the watch. How to counter this guy? If you know there's a guy here, you're gonna drive your car exactly here. You're gonna just jump out and you're gonna kill him because you're not gonna have any cover. Well, you're gonna have cover. I think I covered everything. Do you guys have any questions for me on operator? They're also gonna have players here for this point. 100%. They're gonna have players play here. This.
Yaraki, shut your bitch ass up.
Label a holding point on each team and send a screenshot.
What is label holding? Do you mean take a
No, like-
screenshot of where they go?
No, like I think he means like put like label the positions on the map.
Oh, for every player?
It's for each term. So like for compound, like for example, like label like behind the middle compound or in the like little tower.
It's like circle the spots.